are the mics clear for you guys way in the back? Can you hear us pretty clear? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're going to get another New Year's resolution. We're going to do some real life monologues based on that. So we already had an Eve of drinking, which obviously folks are doing real well at this New Year. We have another New Year's resolution you guys had. Anyone trying to improve themselves. What was that? Lose weight.
Alright, so I got my physical in August, and at the time I had a membership to a rock climbing gym, and I was not exercising a lot, but I was occasionally exercising, and that was pretty much it. I went to my physical, they did some blood work, and my doctor told me that I needed, like it's something to do with good cholesterol being too low, I needed to exercise more. I coincidentally, shortly after that, I canceled my rock climbing membership because I wasn't going enough, because I had a new job, and since then I have pretty much not exercised at all. And I don't know if it's like this mental block that's like, oh, there's this thing that I'm supposed to be doing, and I have been having a lot harder times motivating myself to do it, or if it's just a coincidence. But I notice it, and I notice this like every month. I think, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to be actually, and I haven't yet been able to shift into like motivating to start doing that yet.
So I am a compulsive internet news reader because I sit at a desk all day and write code, so you got to do something to take your mind off your work. And I see health stories go by, and I can't believe how weird some of them are about like what is good or bad for your body. So I'm very relieved that so far there's no real evidence that moderate alcohol or coffee consumption does anything bad. The only thing that seems to really be good for you unfailingly is coffee, at least in moderate amounts. I love coffee, so that's a good thing. But it's just crazy what's bad for you. If you sit down all day at work, you're like 70% more likely to die. This was in the New York Times recently. It's something like 70%. And not like eventually, but much sooner. They've done studies. It turns out that artificial sweeteners make you put on abdominal fat just like sugar does because it spikes your glycemic index. I drank Diet Coke for like all my life, so I finally quit because of that. That's just so sick and wrong that people think that stuff is healthy. I was just completely floored by that. Because they give it away at my office, so you can just drink the stuff all day. I got a stand-up desk, and I quit drinking diet soda. And yeah, and like that's all I've got. And I keep seeing all these stories, and there's all this stuff that you learn further back in your life, and then you find out is wrong. And eggs are good for you now. If you didn't know that, that's awesome too.
If your brain cells are telling you this sucks, then that's a good thing. It means that you're still thinking. That's what the Bikram yoga instructor yelled at the entire Bikram yoga class in a 110-degree room. Oh, the first time I ever attended Bikram yoga. I recently was told that I should work on my posture, and in order to do that, you should stretch, bend over, kind of like that one law that was passed. Allowing people to stretch up, move around, all that good stuff. So I went to this Bikram yoga class, and wow, people have told me you don't start with Bikram, and I didn't believe them. I'm like, I'm into hardcore exercise. I run 2 miles. Yeah, right, 2 miles. That's like now. Back in high school, it was much more. But now I'm older, and so you don't run that much, and you definitely don't do Bikram. We got a Groupon coupon that was like, you get 10 for $25. Does anyone want to buy 9 Bikram shops now? Oh, okay.
I'm going to jump into it real quick. My parents are both on the big side. My dad was probably around 350 pounds. And as Chris often points out, I really like Southern comfort food. I was raised on biscuits and gravy, fried chicken. My mom would actually deep fry her own French fries in bacon fat.
We just want you to live, Dan. You can eat whatever you want. We just want you to live.
It was bad. I used to go to church. When I went off to college, I had folks in my church tell me they were praying for my diet. I had other students my freshman year in college look at my tray in the dining common and say, "Damn, there's no green there." When you have other college students critiquing your food choices, you know it's a bad thing. But I was like 165 pounds and 6'2" at the time. I mean, I could eat a box of jelly donuts for breakfast. Not a donut or two, a box of them for breakfast and not gain any weight. Thinking, well, when later comes, I'll begin exercising later. Well, that time has come. And I tried things, getting the Wii Fit, bought the board and all of that. And you go on there and you do the yoga, and I'm like, yeah, I can see some weight loss happening. And then breaks begin to happen in your schedule, and then eventually the Wii begins making fun of you. The Wii will actually start saying like, hey, good to see you, Sharon? It'll forget your name and mock you. And then you start seeing like, your last exercise was 8 months ago. So I'm trying Dance Central. Dance Central is like basically dance to really bad choreographed moves to lots of Lady Gaga. Because I'm getting kind of desperate and I'm getting moves. You're listening to RadioStar Improv. The following show is completely improvised. No script, not even we know what happens next. Here live at 50 Mason Social House in downtown San Francisco. And now our second show.
You're actually in very good shape, but we can get you in better shape. Now, I need you to sign this contract.
I'll do it.
Good.
It'll get me in better shape.
Oh, I guarantee you will be in better shape. Sign.
I usually don't sign things without reading them thoroughly, but...
Sure, I know. But it's your health we're talking about,
Yeah. And I trust you.
Of course you do.
Because you're my doctor.
I'm your doctor. You have a lovely handwriting. Now, I'm going to send that out to our handwriting analyst, and it's going to tell me...
It's just my signature. It's not how I usually write things normally.
Oh.
It's just how I sign my name. And the date is just how I write numbers, but letters... I'm sorry, I'm being difficult. You're
Who am I?
the bro. You're the doctor.
I am what?
You're my doctor.
I am your doctor.
Okay.
Fortunately, I have a clean contract. Let's just shred this one.
Is that a little wasteful? No, I'm sorry. You're the doctor.
I'm what?
You're my doctor. I will stop questioning you.
It's like a breath of fresh air. Okay, sign,
All right. Okay.
and then write the quick brown...
Wait, I'm sorry. Should I sign it how I would write other things besides my name?
Sign it how you would write a note that you were going to use to lie about something.
And it can still be legally binding.
Sure.
Okay.
Again, we'll have that sent out for analysis. Oh, cross your T, dot your I, put a smiley face over it.
All right. Is this my handwriting or is it? I just.
Who am I?
Yes, I will. Okay. This is how I write.
Now, at the top of the page, write the quick brown fox.
All right.
Just do it. That's good. We used to use that in typing class, but no one does that anymore. Okay, now.
I know. I took typing class in middle school. I'm sorry. I was agreeing with you.
You have carpal tunnel then?
I do.
We'll have to deal with that in a different visit.
Great.
Okay, now the first thing I want you to do, make sure this is loaded. Oh yeah, take the safety off. I want you to work on running. Now.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Bang! More gun sound effects. Keep running!
In place, or do you want me to leave your office?
I think you should leave because I'm going to shoot again.
Okay.
Who am I?
You're my doctor.
That's right.
Tony, you're not going to believe what they actually have in the basement of this place. It's like an old gym. There's a basement. There's a basement. There's like an old boxing ring down there covered with cobwebs and like speed bags.
Speed bag?
What?
from like, I don't know, like
Is that a
20
metal band? A speed bag?
No, like Rocky. You saw Rocky where
Oh,
it's
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
They've got them like hanging down there. They're like little cow testicles or something. It's horrifying. Actually, that would be a bull, but I digress.
Harold, I'm the first man to say you're a debonair, perhaps even suave man about town, but I can't recall the last time I've seen you punch anything or anyone, or really even make a violent motion of any kind.
I agree with you 100%. I think this is a great opportunity for me and Tony, for you. I mean, listen, the bosses, they don't know this thing down there. I think they just bought the building and they probably didn't have a key for the door or something, right? I was looking for a place to, tie one on a little bit, it was lunch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's you don't see that every day here in the office at 11 a.m.
It's a nice Pilsner glass.
I mean, that's full of a very nice Pilsner, apparently.
Yeah, it's all right. I recommend it highly.
Well,
But my point is, so I know
that's, what with performance reviews coming up, that's very brave. That's a very sort of alpha male statement.
we're cool though, you and I, yeah?
Well, so you report to me, but we've been friends longer than that.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. So listen, downstairs, they got the boxing gloves. They got old dusty box. On lunch, we should go down there. It's a free gym.
The first rule of the basement is you don't talk about the basement. That's what I'm hearing here.
That's brilliant. Yes. Come, you're apprehensive? Seriously? I'm not going to hurt you.
I carry around a lot of work-related tension, Harold. I might take your head off. I mean, I'm a lot bigger than you.
Well, we'll start.
I'm actually a very angry person.
No.
Fuck yeah! See?